Hey everybody, this is Diesel and this is Diesel After Dark. I've been trying to explain Diesel After Dark to a few people, and it's kind of hard for me to translate, but yesterday I had an epiphany, and the best way I can sum it up is like, I'm your dirty-minded fitness friend, basically.
Hey, welcome to the first episode of Diesel After Dark, a Diesel Movement production. I am your host, Diesel Richards, all the Diesel in one sentence. Like I said, this is our very first episode. Did I say that? I don't know if I said it. I'm a little hyped. This is our very first episode, and I am excited. Look, I have a lot of information set up to share with you guys. I want to tell you about Diesel After Dark. What are we doing here? I feel like, to know me, most of you know Diesel Movement. So you've got a gist of what I am here for, what I'm about. I am here to make fitness fun. To help you, if you need that help, to help you find the fun in your fitness. So that it's something that you look forward to and not something that you dread, because fitness is fun. It is not a chore. It is a means of self-pampering, a place that you can escape that costs you nothing really but time. Time that you invest in yourself. And think about it. On a day-to-day basis, as adults, we invest our time in a lot of stuff, and it's not, most of the time, I don't know about you, but it's not for me. I invest my time in my niece, my nephew. I invest my time in my children. I invest my time in my father, my mother, my sister, my coworkers, my employees, my supervisors, my lover. Like, yes, they benefit me, but that's not for me. The time I spend with myself, my fitness time, that's for me. So, since this is our first day together, we're going to share our whys. I'll share my why. I would love it if you shared your why. You can share your why below in the question segment, or you can send me a message on Instagram or Facebook at Diesel After Dark Podcast and tell me your why. What got you started into this crazy world of fitness? Or what keeps you going? Both good questions, and they're both, they both relate. Your why you kept going may not be why you started, but it's what drives you now. That's what the why is. It's the drive, whether you're thinking about it, in the process of doing it, or you're just in the process of maintaining what you've done. You've got a why to it. Everybody does. Even people who do it it may not always be for health reasons. There's no wrong reason to get into fitness. Whatever you do it for, as long as you're committed to it, it's the right reason. Okay? It's the right reason. Now, I can't even say anybody has a bad fitness experience, but I'm going to tell you my why, and I'm going to try not to make it a long story, though I'm not going to lie to you. I can babble. I can run on. I don't like the word babble. I can run on. Okay, I get to telling a story, and I'm more than likely go turn that story into another story and forget the first story. So try to bear with me. I'm going to try to keep my stories focused and short so that we might have time to get to some actual information. But if not, again, first episode, first of many. So if we don't get to all the stuff that I got jotted down, we'll get to it later, because it's all about sharing, right? This space is our space, yours and mine, for us to come together to share our hopes, our dreams, our wins, our losses, our lessons from those wins and losses, these new tips we found out, these new everything. This is a safe space where no question is stupid. No why, no motivation, no workout is beneath us. No judgment is given, because here we're judgment free, because nobody is in a position to judge. I cannot judge. I can't judge your journey. I can't judge your why. You can't judge my journey. You can't judge my why, because although we are all on different journeys and for different reasons, we are still people, and we are all going to endure and experience similar experiences and situations. And here we can bring all of those together and make each other better. That sounds a little like, for lack of a better word, hippie like, but I don't care. If it's not a thing, it's a thing. Because have you ever, I don't know, look, and sharing my why, I'm gonna bust it out for you. Fitness saved my life. That's how I got started in this whole thing. Diesel, I am a mother of two. I am an aunt of a lot. I am a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a lover. I'm an ex-lover. I'm a boss. I'm an employee. I'm a friend. I'm so many things. So many things. I have multiple jobs. I have multiple hustles, but fitness is my passion. Do you understand me? It is the one relationship that I have that is my first relationship to ever give me exactly what I put into it. Before fitness, I had never experienced that. And in getting that, that might be when I fell in love with fitness. Not when it saved me from having to take high blood pressure meds, a story we're definitely about to get into, but that moment when I realized that fitness gave me everything I put into it, it gave it back. How could I not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people this all the time, I've had every shitty relationship a person can have. I've been with men who have beaten me, who have cheated on me, who have lied on me, who have made me the scapegoat. You know, I've had men who've emotionally and verbally abused me. Like, every kind of shit man, trash guy I've been with. Look, fuck boy, season, summer, life, whatever. I feel like I've been with about every version of them, if that's what we're calling trash exes. I've been with every kind of trash person known to men, because I felt like they needed somebody who just understood them, or something about them related to me, and I thought that we were on the same page. But, you know, that's a whole new thing, because that's see what you want to see, and that's more so a mental health situation. But fitness saved my life, and I was about 27 when it happened. I went to the doctor because I needed birth control. I just had my second child, and I genuinely didn't want to have to worry about it. So when I get to the doctor, she asked me what kind of blood pressure medication I'm on, which confused the fuck out of me because I wasn't on any. And she was like, your blood pressure is like stupid high. And if I give you these pills, it's going to spike your blood pressure even more, because it's just a side effect of the pill. And it's going to put you at serious risk of a stroke. At 27, you're telling me I could be doing something that's putting me at risk of stroking out? Bitch, no. I'm done. Whatever. I'm done. No. I don't want any part. She still writes me the prescription. I bullshit you not. She still writes me the prescription. and suggested I go see my regular doctor to get on high blood pressure pills, which I do not do. I go home, I call my mother immediately. Like, as soon as I'm out the door, I call my mother. I'm like, this woman just told me I got high blood pressure. I'm only 27. My mother says, that sounds about right. I'm instantly devastated, okay? For me, that's the end of the world for so many reasons. One, because now I feel like I'm turning into my mother. I'm not going to lie to you. That was the first thought. Like, holy fuck no. Two, 27 for me feels too young to be on lifelong meds. Especially if there's something I can do to fix it, I want to fucking fix it. Because that's not going to work for me. I had already tried the Depo, and I don't think I had tried the implant yet, but I'd already tried Depo, which caused me to gain weight and retain a lot of water. So there's no way. I'm not doing that. And actually, I think it's just jacked up that story because I think I went and did the whole blood pressure thing and I ended up getting on Depo. Yeah. But anyway, I went home, I did the research, and that led me to fitness. Fitness and eating right. And really, the only thing that stuck was the fitness part, because I don't eat right. I'm not going to lie to you. I eat whatever I feel moved to eat. If I have a craving for it, I want to eat it. And if you live in Ohio, Northeast specifically, I don't even know if it's all throughout Ohio. I love Mr. Hero. I love it. It's greasy, but it's delicious. The salami, the meat, the cheese, the fries on top of the burger, and then you dip. Listen here, it's a whole thing. Don't get me started. I'm a foodie. I love food probably more than I love fitness. Food might be one of the few things in life I love more than fitness. But it got me into fitness because I knew it could lower my blood pressure. So I started working out. I tried to stop eating junk. I've been a junk food junkie for a while. Like, my whole situation was jacked before I found fitness. Not for any one reason. It was a number of things, but they were real life choices that I had made. And then I was suffering from them as a consequence. So I got into fitness. It kind of curbed my junk food appetite, so it made it easier to cut back on the Little Debbie's and the snacks, because I was in a bad space. You understand? I was snacking on my way to and from the house. I was snacking when I would get home. When I had to clean up my car, I'm pulling Little Debbie wrappers out of all kinds of nooks and crannies and crevices, under the seats, in seats, behind seats, in the armrest, in the glove compartment, in the trunk, and that little cubby where you keep all your jack utensils for, not utensils, but keep all your tools when you gotta swap out a tire. There were wrappers everywhere. I was in a place where I felt like I had no voice. I didn't like the body I was in. I didn't like the man I was with. I felt like he didn't like me. I was just all around miserable. My anger was unmanageable. And all of these things, honestly, played a factor in me not only having high blood pressure, but in maintaining the weight that I had put on. So once I started working out and making it a regular thing, I felt better before I realized I looked better. And when I say look better, I mean looked healthier, looked happier, looked more like me in my eyes. I'm not saying I don't body shame, okay? I don't body shame anybody. And if I do, it's never intentional. I don't body shame. I want everybody to love themselves wherever you are in your journey. See how I'm getting off track? Wherever you are in your journey, whether you're thinking about it, whether you're into it, whether you done been into it, whether you maintaining it, you should love yourself in every stage of your journey. if you are at the beginning, and when I say the beginning, I mean just the thinking about it stage. If you're there, wherever you are, you should love what you see when you look in the mirror, because it's you. No matter what your shell looks like, you are still beautiful. You should still be able to see everything that makes you amazing. I couldn't always see that. It took somebody that I loved close to me, somebody that I loved, to tell me, like, you gotta look in the mirror. Get in front of the mirror naked. I feel like everybody's heard this. They may not. They said, when you take a shower, before you put your clothes on, just stand there. Look at yourself in the mirror, naked. And appreciate your body. Point out something to yourself that you love. Tell yourself why you love it. And it sounds nuts, but for me it worked. Even more so because when I ended my last serious relationship, I was devastated. Oh, I'm getting off track. But yeah, I was devastated. But by that point, all of my fitness and my self-love had kind of like started to blend and mesh, and I saved myself from what traditionally would be a downward slide for me. I've suffered from low self-esteem for a good portion of my life, at least up until I had children. I still battle with it from time to time, but now I think it's more so from just a habit. I had low self-esteem for such a long time in my life that sometimes that little voice creeps up into my head and like, but, and then there's another voice that's like, girl, you better stop playing. You did the damn thing. You're doing the damn thing, and your special someone doesn't care about that. So, why should you? It's a whole, don't judge me. Anyway, so getting into fitness, like I said, I felt it before I saw it. I felt it internally. I felt lighter. I felt happier. I felt at peace. Do you understand me? I was going to the gym and I was completely exhausting myself. Originally, my goal was to be able to sweat. You ever saw those people at the gym and they go to the gym and they just like, grr, and their whole face is pouring down with sweat. It's dripping off their body. Their shirt is smothered in it. I've never been able to achieve that kind of sweat in a workout, and I wanted it so bad when I started my journey. So, although my priority was my health, I found other things to keep me going as well. But in feeling that peace that came from completely exhausting myself, trying to achieve this massive sweat, which I still to this day cannot master, I felt peace in my heart for the first time. That peace like I'd never experienced it before. You understand? Never experienced it like that before. And that turned into my safe space. That made the gym my safe space. So whenever I felt frustrated or I felt my inner Hulk or Mama Pit Bull energy come out, because I'm a silver liner, right? I'm glass half full kind of girl, woman, for those who want to be particular. I'm a glass half full kind of person, but don't let that positive outlook fool you, all right? Because my attitude is mean and my mouth is vicious when I'm in my feels. So but when I have moments like that, I figured out like the gym is where I need to be. I need to burn this off before I punch somebody in the throat. And so that became not just my place of peace, it became my safe space. It became my oasis. it became my means of self-pamper. Not only did it make me look good, it made me feel good physically. It made me feel good mentally. It made me feel good emotionally. It was a release that I'd only honestly felt from orgasms and tattoos. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? No. And how could I not fall in love with that? It gives me emotional support, mental support, physical support, and it made me extra hot and ready to go. You understand? So I was winning in all categories. I was winning in all categories. And the better I was looking physically, the more self-conscious my crappy partner or partners, because more than one in my lifetime would get, which honestly temporarily made life a little difficult, but it was an ego stroke and a lesson was learned from it. But we'll talk about those lessons later, because it was definitely not a fitness lesson. It was just an overall life lesson that there are some people who only want to see you succeed as long as it doesn't hinder their shine. I'm not that person, and I genuinely don't like people like that. But in growing and learning and living, I now understand that for some people it's all they know. For some people it's all they want to know. But no matter what it is, it's their journey that they're going through, and it's something that they're dealing with that puts them in that place where they might be a shit person or partner. And it's not for us to fix them. It's not for us to give them that healing. They first have to want to heal and have to be willing to be honest with themselves. And I think that comes from putting in the work, which for me started with my fitness journey. But I know for some it's different. It's not the same. And I know everybody has not had the same fitness experience that I've had, to where fitness is something that you look forward to. And honestly, that's okay. Tell me why you haven't been able to get into your fitness journey. What keeps you from committing? Now, if I'm being totally honest, I don't really have a problem with the committing of it. I know that sounds crazy. I'm a trainer. But I do it, like, my passion for fitness is more so to spread the love. I want to spread fitness love like I spread Jesus' love. If you don't believe in Jesus, that's cool. Do you believe in whatever you believe in? Don't believe in whatever you believe in. I support your decision. No judgment here. Don't yuck my yum though, because this is where I'm at. But I want to spread that love in the same capacity. I try to love those the way Jesus loves me, and I want to share that with others through my actions. I would love to be able to help people experience fitness in a new way, in a fun way, which is what we're all doing here. That's why I'm here. Hopefully that's why you're here. So any fitness questions, life comments, or stories you want to share, send them my way. Let's talk about them. Let's share them. Let's grow together. Let's grow together. I'll be your support system. I'll be your team. We can talk fitness, crack jokes, talk life, because that's what matters. That's what adds up to your health and wellness. Okay, health and wellness, or fitness and wellness, is not just a physical outlook. It's not just mental. It's not even just emotional. It's social. It's spiritual. It's environmental. It's sexual. It's so many different things, because people are like onions. That's what Donkey said on Shrek. Yes, I just quoted Donkey on Shrek. People are like, well, no. Donkey said people are like parfait. But everybody don't like parfait, and I feel it. I don't feel it because I fucking love parfait. It's delicious. Everybody don't love onions, but I feel that too, because real talk, like, I love seeing other people happy. I love sharing joy. I'm big on vibes and big energy, but a lot of people have a lot of negative energy. So if we're being honest, I would tell people I'm not a people person. I love people. I love meeting new people. I love learning new things. But a lot more people are angry than they are at peace with themselves. And I don't love that. People leave you guessing. And I often am unsure about people, how they feel about me, how they feel about each other. So I think onions were a better analogy anyway. I do love parfait though. But there are people who don't like parfait. I'm not going to call you a weirdo because I don't want to yuck your yum. But people are onions. So there's not one thing. Life is not just black or white. It's got some gray spots. It's got some 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 ups and downs, some zigzags, it's got everything. And I didn't forget what I was talking about. I done just distracted myself talking about some damn Shrek. So yeah, we're here to talk about all of it because it all affects you as a person. If you are not being, if your sexual, oh, here you go. Here you go. Great example. If you are physically ill, right? So you're feeling sluggish, you don't you haven't been working out like you should. You don't even have to be working out, okay? Scratch the workout. There's no workout. You're not feeling good. You are physically not feeling good for whatever reason. Guess what? Did you ever notice when you don't feel good, when you feel good, or when you're angry, when your emotions are high, whether it's happiness, anger, whatever, your libido is jumping, right? Maybe it's just me. I don't think it is. I know everybody is not like this. Some people, when their emotions are high and it's anger, then their libido is dead and they don't want any parts. But there are some people who, when they get riled up, whether it's anger or happiness, their libido is going. And and it's kind of like that. Your physical wellness affects your sexual wellness. Your mental wellness can affect your emotional wellness. Your environmental wellness can affect your social wellness. So if I go to work and I'm surrounded by people, you go to work and you're surrounded by people who hate the job, what's going to happen? You're going to become one of those people, and it's ultimately going to affect your mindset. It's going to it's going to affect your mood, your vibe, and it's a whole thing. That's a mental and emotional, right? All of these things are connected, and they all play a part in making you you. Period. And we are here to be our most truest selves. No restrictions, no filters, no judgment. None. I want to walk with you and work with you on your journey, and I hope this is the first of many for us. First of many episodes, first of many conversations. I don't even know what else to say. I feel like we're too far in to really talk about the things that I had set up for us. So I think this first episode is a good 30 minutes is good enough. I've definitely done plenty of talking. I can't even promise that the next time will be better, because when you leave me to my own devices and you let me get going, this is kind of what you got. You're gonna get a story. Next time we're gonna have topics to talk about, but I cannot guarantee that they won't turn into a bit of a preach. Look, whatever fitness avenue you take, whatever it is you want to do, just know that I'm here. You don't have to do it by yourself. You are not alone. Okay. I want to thank everyone for joining me for this very first episode. I enjoyed myself. I know it was kind of hard to follow because I was kind of all over the place. The episode took a slight turn left, a little bit more than I expected, and I wish I could say that's the only time it's going to happen, but it probably is not. I hope you enjoyed it and were able to find things that you could relate or of interest in it, and I look forward to your input. I hope everyone is able to share their why, which is your motivation. It's what gets you going. It's what keeps you going. And it may not be the same now as it was when you started. Even the reasons you consider it may be different now than when you first started. If they are, that's fine. And if they're not, that's fine too. Wherever you are in your journey, be proud of that. Stand firm in it and know that whatever you do from this point on, whatever success you have in your fitness journey, it's because you did it. No matter what the trainer says, no matter what group you're in, no matter what program you join, the success is yours alone, because you alone did the work to transform your body. You alone will have to do the work to transform your body. So take pride in that. Take pride in where you are. Take pride in what you've done. And know that you are not alone. Until next week or next time, this is Diesel. And thank you for joining me for Diesel After Dark.